In a world of over 8 billion people, more than 1.3 billion identify as Catholic, making Catholicism the largest Christian denomination. But which countries are leading the charge in numbers? Some of these nations have held their rank for decades, while others are seeing unexpected growth. Ready to dive into the top 10 countries with the highest Catholic population in 2024. Before we start, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to stay updated on intriguing insights and facts about religion and demographics. Let's begin. Number 10, Democratic Republic of the Congo. With a staggering 28 million Catholics in 2024, the Democratic Republic of the Congo is Africa's most significant contributor to global Catholicism. Did you know that in 2000, the Catholic population in the Democratic Republic of the Congo was only around 22 million? That means in just 2 decades, the Democratic Republic of the Congo added 6 million new Catholics, marking a 27.3% growth. Why is this so shocking? Because while many Western countries are seeing a decline in religious adherence, African nations like the Democratic Republic of the Congo are experiencing the opposite, a surge in faith. Why the growth? One reason is the church's deep involvement in the country's social infrastructure. The Catholic Church provides crucial education, healthcare, and social services in a country where the government struggles to meet these needs. Spain, once the torchbearer of Catholicism, holds the 9th spot with 32 million Catholics. Yet, despite its rich history, Spain is facing a steady decline in Catholic adherence. In 2000, about 83% of Spaniards identified as Catholic, but by 2024, that number has dropped to 65%. Why is Spain's Catholic population shrinking? One major reason is secularism. The country has become more secular in recent decades, with many young people distancing themselves from the church. In 2024, regular mass attendance in Spain hovers around 20%, down from 30% just a decade ago. Did you know that despite this decline, Catholicism still plays a crucial role in Spanish culture? Poland, with 33 million Catholics, ranks 8th in the world. Did you know that even though Poland is one of the most Catholic countries in Europe, its numbers are slowly declining? In 2000, 95% of Poles identified as Catholic, but by 2024, this has dropped to 87%. While the decrease isn't as dramatic as in Spain, it's a notable shift for a country where the church has historically been intertwined with national identity. Why the change? Increasing secularism among younger generations is the primary reason. However, the church still plays a pivotal role in Polish society, particularly in rural areas, where faith remains strong. Colombia. With 36 million Catholics, Colombia ranks 7th on the global list. Colombia has a rich Catholic tradition that dates back to the Spanish conquest in the 16th century. But while Catholicism is deeply ingrained in Colombian culture, the church has been losing followers to Protestant evangelical churches, which have grown rapidly in recent years. Did you know that despite this trend, Catholicism in Colombia remains resilient? In fact, Catholic numbers have remained stable, with only a 2% decline in adherence over the past decade. The church continues to be a powerful force in Colombian society, particularly through its work in social justice, education, and peace building. Why is Catholicism holding steady in Colombia? One reason is the church's strong involvement in humanitarian efforts, particularly during the country's prolonged civil conflict. Many Colombians still turn to the church for spiritual guidance and support during difficult times. France, with 40 million Catholics, holds the 6th spot. But did you know that this once overwhelmingly Catholic country is now one of Europe's most secular? In the year 2000, over 75% of the French population identified as Catholic. However, by 2024, that figure has plummeted to 58%. Regular mass attendance is shockingly low, with only 5% attending weekly services. This rapid decline in religious participation has given rise to a more secular French identity. Why such a dramatic decline? France has a long history of tension between the state and the church, particularly since the French Revolution. In recent decades, secularism has become even more ingrained, especially with the rise of the secularism movement, which strictly separates religion from public life. Italy, the home of the Vatican, ranks 5th with 50.4 million Catholics in 2024. Despite being the headquarters of the Catholic Church, Italy's Catholic population has also seen a gradual decline over the years. In 2000, about 90% of Italians identified as Catholic, but by 2024, this has dropped to 78%. Why is Italy's Catholic population decreasing? Italy's declining birth rates, coupled with a growing secular movement, are key factors. Did you know that despite the overall decline, major religious events like Easter still draw large crowds to the Vatican, and the Pope continues to be a significant spiritual leader for many Italians? While fewer Italians are attending Mass regularly, Catholicism remains deeply woven into the fabric of Italian life, with many still participating in traditions such as baptisms, weddings, and holidays. United States. With 51 million Catholics, the United States ranks 4th in the world, but the landscape of American Catholicism is ever changing. Did you know that while the overall Catholic population in the US has remained relatively stable, the Church has seen a massive demographic shift? In the early 2000s, white Catholics made up the majority, but by 2024, 42% of US Catholics are Hispanic. This growth is largely due to immigration from Latin America and the higher birth rates among Hispanic families. However, why is the Catholic Church in the US facing challenges? The country's secular culture and the rise of the nuns, those with no religious affiliation, are leading to a slow decline in mass attendance. Still, the Church remains a powerful institution in American society, particularly in education and healthcare. Number 3. The Philippines. Did you know that the Philippines is the only predominantly Catholic country in Asia? With 76 million Catholics, Catholicism was introduced to the islands by Spanish colonizers in the 16th century, and today it remains a dominant force in Filipino life. However, the Philippines is unique in that its Catholic population is still growing. In 2024, about 85% of Filipinos identify as Catholic, a 2% increase from 2010. Why is Catholicism thriving in the Philippines? One reason is the close connection between religion and national identity. The Church also plays a crucial role in social issues, from poverty alleviation to disaster relief. Mexico, with 98.8 million Catholics, ranks 2nd in the world. Did you know that Mexico's Catholicism is deeply rooted in its culture, dating back to the 16th century arrival of Spanish missionaries? But why, despite such a high Catholic population, are we seeing signs of decline? In 2000, about 88% of Mexicans identified as Catholic, but by 2024, this figure has dropped to 77%. Protestant evangelical movements have made inroads, particularly in southern regions of the country. Still, Catholic traditions such as La Virgen de Guadalupe continue to attract millions of pilgrims every year, showing that the faith remains strong even amidst modern changes. And finally, Brazil, with a staggering 126.8 million Catholics, takes the number 1 spot. However, did you know that Brazil's Catholic population is on the decline? In 2000, about 74% of Brazilians identified as Catholic, but by 2024, that figure has fallen to 61%. Why the decline? One reason is the rapid growth of Protestant evangelical churches, which have attracted many Brazilians, particularly in urban areas. Despite this, Catholicism still holds a central place in Brazilian culture. Major events like Carnival have deep Catholic roots, and festivals like Corpus Christi remain popular nationwide. Even with the decline, Brazil continues to be the country with the largest Catholic population in the world. From Brazil to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Catholicism continues to play a central role in the lives of millions, despite facing challenges from secularism, alternative faiths, and modern societal changes. Each country tells a different story of growth, decline, and transformation. Like, subscribe, and comment if you want more intriguing insights into global faith trends. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of the world's Catholic giants.